Welcome to Elevator City, located in the former Everglades of Massage 2ABB. The whole urban area is gearing up to start producing space parts for transition to a new phase. This particular facility constructs industrial parts, stators, rotors, and motors in small surplus quantities to send directly to Massage Aerospace, where they'll be turned into space parts. But they have a long way to go, so let's use them as an opportunity to take a tour of the city. So this facility itself produces the stators, rotors, and motors which feed into each other using purely steel pipes and copper wire. And then, oddly, the top floor of it actually produces, hence this purple colour, strange alien matter, which turns out is also made out of, it's made out of strange alien matter, as well as steel pipes and wire. SAM fluctuators come out of here. The whole thing is known, therefore, as strange alien motors. Crossing the street here, we're heading into a facility which I think is probably the slab metal facility. I'll know a bit better once we're inside, but I think this place is just producing a fairly large quantity of reinforced steel plates, ultimately. Yeah, it's just got the supply chain, there's some iron ingots there, and they're being made into rods and screws and plates and so on. And then ultimately on the top floor, which does not have very good lighting, the plates will be made somewhere. Can't actually see them unless I get off the guided tour, which I'm not going to do. Out here you can see one of the city's nature preserves. Two of them, actually. Off in the distance there is the second slug preserve. And will we get to see a reinforced iron plate on our way through here? I think they're on the belts above us, but just out of sight. Well, you have to take my word for it. Alright, here's another intersection. There's some concrete and some steel beams in the streets down below us. Not too surprisingly, once you mix concrete and steel beams, some industrial beams off in the distance. This facility, blink and you'll miss it, is actually producing iron ingots. The only notable thing about it is how many of them it makes. So, a couple thousand or something. It's a fairly tall building, many levels of irony. Now, here we are at, ignore the enormous alien device up there. Well, I did mention creating industrial beams. This is where those are created, in fact. The concrete here is being routed also for various purposes, as I have some concrete-heavy steel-based production lines, so that it needs to go in various directions in various strange ratios. But down on the ground floor there are just a few assemblers just doing standard I-beam recipe stuff. We'll be passing on through here shortly. On the street outside you can see some limestone. Because Elevator City is concrete heavy as well as water heavy, it consumes something like 5 pure limestone nodes, and I think possibly also 2 normal nodes worth of limestone, and there's a lot of it running through the streets. Now, here we have a lot of wires. This is probably the wire facility. I think this one has been... can't see the name sign over there somewhere. I think it's called WireX. It produces both primitive wires and cables for internal use as well as export to various destinations. We are approaching our destination, in fact. These motors and subsidiary motor-related parts don't have all that far to go. There wasn't enough room left in the busy streets, so they've had to take a detour through some other factory spaces. A bunch of constructors there making either wire or cables. Yeah, it looks like wire. Come around the corner here and into a more modern facility, the Electroplex, which uses circuit boards and computers. You can see a few circuit boards heading around the corner just now. And there's the actual space elevator out to our side. And more the downtown is behind us, but concealed by the current buildings. There's Copperwash Heights, for example. There's the Tower of Power. Here we are, this is the electronics facility. This is our last stop. The industrial parts come straight through here, and along with the actual electronics produced by the plant, reach the ultimate destination. The construction site we're heading to takes in something like 8 different inputs from across the city, so routing products to it has been non-trivial, at least while staying within the arbitrary self-imposed restrictions of Elevator City's architectural style, which basically means skyscrapers. Here's the final corner now, which is jostling for supremacy. And from here on, it's just a construction site. You can see many awesome sinks with a large number of bits of industrial equipment competing to be fit into them and pulped. There's some plastic and some rubber and some power slugs and some more plastic wire. Here's some heavy modular frames, that one's more interesting. Joining us too. And at last, we can actually see the promised reinforced iron plates. They do exist. The construction site is, however, still empty, and that will be the next phase of the project. Thanks for watching.